Hey guys, it's Mo.
And Marshall.
We're going to talk about responsibilities as a kid.
They were hard for most of us. For example, cleaning after yourself. It's not hard, but you made it seem like it was hard.
But the hardest responsibility growing up is watching over siblings. Obviously, if you didn't have siblings, it isn't the hardest responsibility, but if you do have siblings, you know how hard that is.
Yeah, having to clean up not only yours but their messes, always having to take the blame if they get hurt. And the worst of all is the back talk.
Also, your younger siblings never have respect for you or your property. They will always steal from you.
Our topic is about whether teenagers should be responsible for caring for their younger siblings. It is an issue because teenagers often will get in trouble for their younger siblings' actions. The impacts or outcomes of this topic is that the older sibling may think life is unfair and do something stupid. The older sibling could also maybe feel unwanted or hated by this. Parents, lastly, the younger sibling could grow up spoiled and not know how to act when older.
In a positive way, older siblings taking care of younger siblings can have the opportunity to learn responsibility and time management skills. An example can be from the article, The Effects of an Older Sibling Taking Care of a Younger Sibling. It says, a positive outcome of older children taking care of younger children is having the opportunity to learn responsibility and time management skills.
This shows a positive way of how siblings raising siblings can help them. Like it says, the older sibling can learn their responsibility by taking care of the younger siblings.
In the same article, it says adolescents in this type of situation are still required to study and do homework, complete any assigned chores, as well as take care of their younger siblings. While it is a lot to expect out of the most adolescents, some are ready for this level of responsibility.
Next thing we are going to talk about is how older siblings taking care of younger siblings can be a struggle. It can be really hard for that older sibling to take control of the younger.
At some point, it can scar kids' lives having to switch roles with their parents. For example, in the article, when kids have to act like parents, it affects them for life. It says, this role reversal can leave deep emotional scars well into adulthood. Many, like Kizzle, experience severe anxiety, depression, and physiological distress.
This can show how older siblings watching younger siblings can practically ruin their lives, from having to make them food, cleaning their messes, and cleaning up after you, to also having to control them. It can be hard and a mess. Also, imagine what it's like if your mother comes home to a mess. She would freak out and blame it on the older sibling. It is a struggle.
In the same article of when kids have to act like parents, it affects them for life. It says many, like Kizzle, experience severe anxiety, depression, and physiological distress. Others report succumbing to eating disorders and substance abuse. Taking care of young children at a young age is a lot of responsibility. It can help the siblings get along and work together through struggles. It also can bring them down. If the younger sibling doesn't want to listen, it can affect the older sibling on how she thinks of the younger.
In the article, Kids Looking After Kids, it says taking care of young children requires a high level of responsibility. It often puts unnecessary strain on a sibling relationship to have the older children take care of younger brothers or sisters. It is very difficult for older siblings to exercise their authority fairly, and often hard for younger siblings to accept that their older brothers and sisters are in charge of them. This can show how it can be hard for older siblings to look over younger siblings, but easy for them to create a bond and good sibling relationship.
Moving on to the end of the podcast.
So to the question, Should teenagers be responsible for caring for their younger siblings? Yes, they should for certain reasons. One reason why is because of responsibility. Older siblings looking after their younger siblings can teach them responsibility. Another reason is because you can form a good relationship with your younger siblings.
Okay, that's the end of the podcast pretty much. As me and older sibling, it is hard to look after my younger sibling as it is for other older siblings around the world. It's hard to look over younger siblings, but it can be a good teaching method for you when you become an adult. As long as you keep things positive and don't think about the negatives, you will be fine.